Okay, a day that I thought was coming sometime in the near future has come. iRacing has increased their subscription prices, or they're going to increase, I should say, as of August 18th, 2026. So, for only the second time in their nearly 20-year history, iRacing subscription price will increase starting on August 18th, 2026. So, now a month of iRacing is going up from $13 to $14.75. So, about $1.75 per month worth of difference. If you average it out per month, this is like an extra $20 a year, $16 to $20 a year. So if you pay monthly, or if you just pay for iRacing, you're gonna expect about $20 more per year. And that $1.75 per month is being translated across all plans, from the 1 month to the 3 month to the yearly and 2 year plans. So this is definitely going to incentivize more people to buy during Black Friday. But the thing that I have a problem with is not the price increase, because I knew it was going to happen. With the rising cost of everything and inflation, I think that it was bound to happen. My problem with this is the way that they're justifying this. So Kevin Bobbitt released a post, and he's normally the person who has to break any bad news and take a lot of the flack for iRacing by making the posts. He did the same thing with Laguna Seca. So this says, we do not take this change lightly and recognize that rising costs have affected everyone. Since our last increase, the value of an iRacing subscription has grown substantially, with hundreds of new features, expanded functionality, and a base package that now includes more than 30 cars and over 25 tracks. Strictly speaking, hundreds of new features, expanded functionality, and a base package that now includes more than 25 tracks and 30 cars is true. But does it necessitate a price increase? Personally, I don't think so. Because, let's be real, a lot of these features and expanded functionality that they are using to justify rising these subscription costs were already possible for free with a third party app. So they made third party apps less useful by having a first party counterpart to it, and then are using it to raise the subscription price, or not using it to raise subscription price, using it as justification to raise the subscription price. If someone told me, let's say 3 years ago, if you use Race Labs to save $1.75 per month, so you could see people's safety ratings and iRating, or pay $1.75 per month more to use iRacing's version, I would use Race Labs, because a lot of these features are not groundbreaking. I'm still not a big fan of the new in-game UI, but I use it anyways because I don't have another choice. And now these changes that I'm personally not crazy about, I'm still not a fan of the beta UI. Uh, these new features that I personally either don't care about or am not crazy on are being used as justification to make this game more expensive month by month for me. And to preface this, $1.75 per month isn't going to break me. I am lucky enough to have the financial stability to withstand $1.75 increase for a game that I truly love and want to see become even better. So it's not the price, or just the simple concept of a price increase, that is making me a little bit upset. It's the wording that they use in this post and the justification that new features that are increasing the quality of life and the base experience of the game, that replaced third-party apps that you could get for free, those are grounds to raise the subscription price. Right underneath it, they said, we've also significantly increased our investment in development, with dozens of new and exciting features in the works, including a proprietary new graphics engine and single-player career mode. If you have watched my channel, you will know that I have made a video about my expectations for career mode, and I personally don't think it's going to be anything deeper than AI Seasons with a coat of paint on it. And we have seen not enough of this proprietary new graphics engine to justify a price increase. Would you pay $20 per year extra to have AI Seasons wrapped in a new coat of paint and a proprietary new graphics engine? I personally wouldn't. And this is supposed to be justification to raise the cost month by month. And right underneath this is really the thing that kind of made me inspired to make this video. Our goal has always been and will continue to be to make iRacing accessible across a wide range of budgets. All of our new features and racing opportunities are included with every subscription at no extra charge. We're excited to provide even more value in the years ahead with so much in the works. I'm not doubting that there's stuff in the works that will make the game better. But iRacing, from the start, has never, ever, ever been budgetarily accessible. It has always been the game for people with a lot of extra money and a very devout passion for sim racing to play. iRacing is widely known and has had the reputation for many years prior to these price increases as the least entry friendly game from a price standpoint in the sim racing market. If I was on a budget and was a big fan of sim racing, I am not going to be playing iRacing. I am going to play a game like Assetto Corsa or NR 2003 and use mods for it and get roughly the same experience for a hell of a lot less. Now, I say roughly the same experience because I personally think that iRacing has a better product than NR 2003 or Assetto Corsa. That's an unpopular opinion, and I'm not here to debate that. But that's just my personal opinion. But if I was on a budget, I would not be playing iRacing. And no one who has any modicum of budgetary sense is going to play iRacing over a game like NR 2003 or Assetto Corsa or R Factor. It's just silly to try to use that as we're really trying to look out for the users here, guys. No. This all they had to do was say prices for running iRacing have gone up, and with the change in costs of everything, we have to make the hard decision to raise prices for only the second time in our nearly 20-year history. That's all they could have said. And I think that a lot of people would have said, this sucks, but everything has gotten more expensive recently, so I can understand it. At the time of me recording this, this post broke 100 potato reactions, which is essentially iRacing's version of dislike, compared to 40 likes, or let's say 44 likes, including the insightfuls. So more people dislike this than people who understand this. And I know iRacing is a business. I'm going to get those comments saying that iRacing is a business, and they can't provide all this for a super cheap price. iRacing has never been a super cheap thing, and I'm perfectly fine with the price increase. I think it's we get a good service, and I still think that $15 a month for this service and to have a decent racing experience isn't the worst. iRacing could be a lot greedier if they wanted to. If they wanted to, they could raise the base price to $20. People would still buy it. But I personally think that they're working within the confines, and this is just a horribly worded post to try and justify the price increases. I think if they just said, let's just say that server costs have gone high. Let's say that, hey, our server costs have gone up. This is why we're raising prices. That would make more sense. And of course, they wouldn't say that because that'd be throwing their server provider into the bus. But just say the price to run iRacing has gone up. That'd be more than sufficient, at least for me, to begrudgingly take a $1.75 per month price increase. But trying to hide it behind, oh, we actually included a bunch of features into the game, and we're working on things, including a career mode and a graphics engine. So you really shouldn't be too upset about a $1.75 price increase. That's what it sounds like to me, and that's a slap in the face, at least to me. I'm probably overreacting just a smidge. But I don't know. I don't think there's enough to be seen from career mode. We haven't gotten any screenshots from career mode. We've barely gotten any screenshots from the new graphics engine to justify a $1.75 price increase. And they increased their investment in development for what? To make NASCAR 25, which had a pretty lackluster career mode and was pretty much abandoned about 2 months after the game came out for NASCAR 26, which still hasn't come out yet, and the IndyCar game, which we have gotten barely any word on, and iRacing Arcade, which has been ostensibly abandoned. I don't think that this is a good justification for price increase. I think if they just said rising costs, that's fine. But trying to soften the blow by saying that we're getting new features and increasing investment in development when we are seeing diminishing returns on these investments because we haven't been able to see rain at all because they barely damn implement it. And I don't know, maybe the new UI took a lot of money to create, and that is one of the hundreds of features that is being justified to raise the price. But who really was who really was saying, "Man, we need a new UI"? It was most likely because they needed it to work better with upcoming changes. And I don't know. I just don't like the fact that they're trying to use new features that improve the quality of iRacing, at least on the surface level, as a justification to increase prices. And I also think, and this is pretty terrible timing as well, multiple pros in iRacing has said that the racing product has only gone down. A lot of YouTubers have said that the racing product on iRacing have gone down. I'm in that camp. I think that iRacing's racing quality has gone down a little bit. But I am also not a pro, nor am I a road racer like a lot of these people, so I am mostly sheltered from this. My experience is rooted mostly in ARCA and dirt road. But I do think the racing quality has gone down a little bit, and I don't know, I'm going to try and take the optimist approach that these price increases are going to be good for future development and hopefully more base content. I think iRacing can really reverse the bad wording of this post if they include some cars and tracks at either a discount or include them in the base content. Like, honestly, if you put Stock Car Brazil as as either a discounted or a free car with the base content, I think that one, the series would at least be less inactive than it is right now, and it would provide a stepping stone from rookie to D class without having to deal with the garbage that is Fanatec Global. But I'm just gonna take the optimistic approach that iRacing is gonna soar in quality soon. and that $1.75 is going to be piecemeal for the quality that is to come. But the thing is that we haven't seen any of that yet. We've gotten hints. I mean, Oval Refresh is still in the works, and we barely get any update once every 4 months on how it's going. I think for the past year, it has been they're working on track rubber dispersion. That's nice, but how is it going to affect racing? They don't tell us. We don't know. I think that a little bit of clarity goes a long way into what is driving this. Because at the moment, with this post, it is not suffice, or it's not a sufficient justification for a price increase. Let me know what you guys think. I know I'm ranting and raving and I'm a lunatic, but that is my personal thoughts on this whole thing. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take it easy.